Breathing is more than just a function. It's a direct line to your nervous system, energy flow, and consciousness. When done intentionally, it can reset your body, clear stuck energy and emotions, and activate higher states of awareness. But before we jump in, I'm going to explain what we're going to be doing and why we are doing it. I'm a big advocate on I don't do something without fully understanding, so I sometimes dive a little deep into science, but let's jump into it. We're going to start with nasal breathing. Why? Because breathing through your nose instead of your mouth is essential for activating that ventral vagus, so that parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and repair. And this is going to help keep your body in an optimal state of healing. So why is nasal breathing so powerful, and why did I choose it? It's because it activates that ventral vagus nerve, calming that nervous system and strengthening the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve runs along your throat and diaphragm. So breathing through your nose stimulates this nerve and signals safety and shifts you into activation of that ventral vagal, which is your state of calm, connection, and presence. It's going to regulate oxygen and carbon dioxide for the nervous system balance. So the balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide in your bloodstream affects how well your cells use energy. We'll be jumping into ATP later and how Kundalini energy is actually stimulating your ATP process in your mitochondria. But for now, let's just stick with the technique so we can get started. Breathing through the nose allows for more controlled oxygen intake, preventing the rapid loss of carbon dioxide, which is necessary for the proper oxygen delivery to the brain and organs. It's also going to filter and moisten air for better lung function. Your nasal passages filter out dust, bacteria, and viruses, improving immune defense. The nose humidifies and warms the air before it reaches your lungs, preventing irritation and dryness. Next, it supports energy flow, prana, chi, life force, whatever you would like to call it. In many spiritual traditions, the breath is considered a direct channel of this life force energy. Nasal breathing directs this energy into your body's meridians, chakras, and nervous system, keeping you grounded and aligned. It enhances focus, intuition, and mental clarity. Mouth breathing can actually increase brain fog and anxiety due to irregular oxygen flow. Nasal breathing sharpens focus and improves access to intuition by calming brainwave activity. So give it a try right now. Breathe in through your nose. Let it out. Excellent. But what we're going to do next is we're actually going to breathe in through our nose, and we're going to breathe it in for 4 seconds. And then breathe out. It's actually a little hard to do. Let's try it again. So breathe in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it out. As you can see, it can take a little bit of time to breathe in for 4 seconds. So we'll keep practicing this. We will master it over time. You'll learn to breathe in really, really slow and teach your body how to do this. So let's move on. The next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to hold our breath at the end of those 4 seconds. So this is mastering nervous system brain retention. So holding your breath for a moment after inhaling or exhale isn't just about slowing down. It's about allowing oxygen to deeply integrate while signaling trust and safety in your body. It's going to enhance oxygen absorption and increase efficiency of energy. Holding the breath allows the oxygen to be fully absorbed into the blood and delivered to your brain, muscles, and organs. This increases energy and improves cellular efficiency, helping you to sustain energy longer. As you can see, the correlation now between stress, not breathing, and chronic conditions where oxygen is not getting to the tissues. The next thing it's going to do is strengthen that vagal tone, or your nervous system resilience would be another way of looking at it. When you pause after inhaling, your body learns to stay relaxed even when raising carbon dioxide levels. This builds stress tolerance, making you less reactive and more calm in real life challenges. We're also going to expand awareness and deepen your intuition. Breath retention creates a moment of stillness where your mind stops and awareness expands. This is the perfect state for receiving insights, clarity, and intuitive downloads. Resetting the nervous system also activates the parasympathetic state. If your nervous system is overreactive with stress, anxiety, and overthinking, breath retention triggers a reset, bringing you into a restorative state. This is especially powerful for healing, sleep, and emotional balance. It's also going to open the heart and align with your higher consciousness. Many spiritual traditions teach that space between the inhale and exhale is where divine wisdom lives. Holding the breath helps you tap into the space of nothingness where pure love and clarity reside. So let's give it a go. We're going to breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. And as you do it, imagine you're drawing in light energy and divine awareness. So take a breath in now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath. Allow the energy to expand within you, reaching every cell, and let it out through your mouth. Releasing tension, surrendering, and building trust. Okay, let's try that again. So we're going to breathe in. For 4 seconds. Then our goal is to hold it for 4 seconds and then exhale over 8 seconds. All right, let's give this a go. Take a deep breath in your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Let it out slowly through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. This will get easier the more we practice it. As we're learning this new exercise, let's take a look at why breathing out the exhale is so important. It could even be considered more important than inhaling. Inhaling brings in oxygen and energy and activation, but the exhale is what truly signals the relaxation, the surrender, and the release. So that breathing in is bringing in all of those great nutrients, which is so important. But breathing out is what's going to give you the results that you're looking for. So the exhale is what actually activates that parasympathetic nervous system. So this is what's going to get rid of that stress and that fear. This is what's going to get you out of that and put you into the healing state. Now you need that breath in because you can get into that healing state, but without oxygen to the tissues, you really can't do much throughout the day. So we do need both. Okay, that long, slow exhale is like the strengthening for that vagus nerve, which is activating the parasympathetic nervous system, shifting your body out of stress mode and putting it into healing. So imagine as though you're at the gym and you're doing those exercises. You want to make sure you're strengthening those muscles. Believe it or not, muscles actually strengthen themselves, not when you're, doing the bicep curl up. Oh, right, you got the heavy lift. It's the down phase. That slow down phase is where the body's like, holy cow, holy cow, holy cow, I gotta hold it, I gotta hold it, I gotta hold it. That's where the body says, hey, we need to get stronger, because if you have something really heavy, your body is going to try and hold that. Otherwise, it just lets go and you drop it. The body doesn't want to do that. It's the same thing here. Think of this like training a muscle, just like you would train a muscle doing what's called negative sets. Is kind of what I called it. There's a lot of different names for it. But essentially, think of this like you're in the gym. You take a deep breath in, that's like lifting that weight up, that bicep curl. As you bring it out, it's like doing a negative where you're going down really, really slowly. So when I learned fitness training back in the day when I was in kinesiology, we learned to count 1 second, 2 1 seconds coming up, then 1 second, 2 1 second, 3 1 second, 4 1 second going down. This is the same thing. That long, slow exhale directly stimulates that vagus nerve. So your body builds up carbon dioxide, which is a natural byproduct of energy production. A proper exhale clears excess carbon dioxide, preventing the dizziness, brain fog, and sluggish energy. It also eliminates toxins. About 70% of the body's toxins actually happen through the breath. So this is a detox protocol. Build your energy protocol. Build resilience to stress protocol. There is so much that happens in the breath. And a lot of people out there are doing breath work, but they're not teaching you why. And understanding why it's so important is likely going to motivate you a little bit more. If you had to go to the gym for no other reason to go to the gym, most people would give it up. You want to get strong and you want to look good and you want to look awesome in those jeans. This is no different. This is not going to be easy, and you got to stay motivated, understanding that you are detoxing and it doesn't cost you a dime. I mean, I find that really, really exciting. Anyways, let's carry on. The breathing out also regulates the heart and lowers blood pressure. So the length of your exhale directly influences your heart rate. The longer the exhale, the slower the heartbeat. This lowers blood pressure and creates a feeling of safety. You'll also release emotions and energetic tension. Exhaling is not just physical, it's energetic and emotional. With each slow breath out, you release stored tension, stress, and stagnant emotions. This is why sighing or a deep exhalation naturally happen after relief, like finishing a big task or hearing really good news or like, oh my goodness, thank God that's over. Right? Have you ever heard somebody just go at you? That's just their way of naturally going, I don't like that. I'm going to let it out. The breathing out also supports the brain in letting go of fear and control. Holding the breath can create a sense of control, but the exhale teaches you to trust and surrender. A slow, extended exhale reprograms your nervous system to feel safe in uncertainty, reinforcing the divine trust and flow. Okay, what about the 8 seconds? When I first started doing it, I remember thinking, no way, I'm not doing that for 8 seconds. The 8-second exhale is not random. It's a strategic way to shift your nervous system into deep relaxation and alignment. It fully engages the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve responds to slow, prolonged exhale by sending signals to the brain that it's safe and there's no danger. This shifts you into ventral vagal activation, the state of connection, trust, and intuition. It balances the carbon dioxide and oxygen ratio for optimal brain function. If you exhale too quickly, you lose too much carbon dioxide, causing dizziness or panic. An 8-second exhale balances carbon dioxide levels, ensuring proper oxygen delivery to the brain, muscles, and organs. It lowers stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline. The longer the exhale, the more cortisol, that stress hormone levels, drop. A short, fast breath keeps the stress hormones high, while a long exhale brings them down, grounding you in peace. It slows the heart rate and expands your inner stillness. When you exhale longer than you inhale, your heart rate naturally slows down. This signals your body and mind, relax, you are safe, you are supported. It creates a meditative, hypnotic state for reprogramming. Breathwork is directly related to rewiring the subconscious patterning. An 8-second exhale mimics deep sleep breathing, helping your mind absorb affirmations, prayers, and higher wisdom more easily. And just like training in the gym, the shortcuts are not gonna get you results. So we're gonna practice this. We're gonna master this. So let's give it another go. Now that we know why, now that we see how important it is, let's give it another go. We're gonna inhale through the nose for 4 seconds. You can do 4 to 6 seconds, by the way, but we'll work on that. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Slowly exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Next, we're going to be adding in some sounds because that's like strumming the little string to the vagus nerve.